lies can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't gotta sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best, teach a system I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared, ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at.
I'd like to congratulate our fellow Undisputed Era member, Roderick Strong, on his inclusion in the King of the Ring tournament. His match will be later on tonight, where I will be joining him here ringside and hopefully aiding him in his King of the Ring victory. But I'd also like to touch on a one named Tommaso Ciampa, who a couple months back assaulted not only Roderick Strong, but both the men behind me, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. Both of them were left a bloody mess in the locker room a while back. And I'd like to inform each and every one of you that I filed some legal documents, and Tommaso Ciampa is spending the next couple of months inside a state prison. And as announced earlier tonight, Roderick Strong's position in the King of the Ring tournament against that man, Bronson Reed. These two would have one hell of a matchup. Here's how it started. Bronson Reed with a huge throwing him to the outside, but Roderick Strong catching the upper hand. He would also go for this one, connecting with it, but had to take a lot out of him. Recovering on the outside, but that's where the tides would turn in Bronson Reed's favor with that huge dive. And then here's how it ended. The moonsault into the cover, and Bronson Reed picking up a first-round King of the Ring tournament victory against Roderick Strong. More tournament matches will take place on SWF Nitro as well as tonight. We have more King of the Ring tournament action. That man, Nick Nemeth, battling against the man who made his debut at Technically Legal, Wheeler Yuta. Both these men would have a technical-based matchup, and we are about to show you some of the highlights from that. Here's how it started. Waistlock from Nemeth. Wheeler Yuta breaking out of that waistlock of his own. Attempted roll-up at Nick Nemeth to the outside. Ooh, hit him right in the gut, rolling over. Off the ropes, leapfrog from Yuta. Dropping down, trying to trip him, and sent to the outside. And Nick Nemeth showboating a little bit in the center of the ring. And here's how it finished. The huge zigzag out of nowhere into the cover. Nemeth advances in the King of the Ring tournament. But it's after the match in the locker room where we would see on security camera footage Jon Moxley advancing and talking to Wheeler Yuta. What about? We do not know. We have no audio from this conversation. As the current acting general manager of the SWF, I would like to bring to you high quality, hard hitting, and title based action every week, and that's not currently possible with the current standings of the SWF. We will attempt to bring that to you as much as possible on SWF Nitro over on Instagram. And with that, you can see the title here next to me, which on our next edition of SWF Nitro, there will be a fatal four-way match to crown the first ever FTW champion here in the SWF. And before any of you ask any questions, I have already talked to the man who created this championship, and he has given us permission to allow the title to be used here in the SWF. And to that, he has handpicked the 4 members of that fatal four-way match that will take place next week on SWF Nitro. And we all thought it was over here in SWF Raw, but a huge assault in the locker room from Raven to the 24/7 champion Danhausen, just brutally assaulting him in cover 2, 3. Raven walks away with the 24/7 championship